you so much. So excited to be here. Thank you all for being here. So, have you ever stopped and looked at your life and thought, why do I keep ending up here? Same patterns, different people, same fears, different opportunities, same feelings of lack and not being worthy. For years, I thought the problem was in my thinking. So I went to therapy. I read all the self-help books. I thought I needed to rewire my mind. And it wasn't until I started to figure out that it wasn't my mind, but actually what was trapped in my body. And it had been there since I was a kid, controlling how I saw my world, how I reacted to it, and what I thought was possible for me. My name is Meaghan, and for over 18 years, I've been trying to release what I couldn't think my way out of. It wasn't too long ago that I was an extremely depressed girl. After two failed suicide attempts, I was angry that I was still stuck here, that I couldn't even get myself out of this world that I felt that I was trapped in. So I did what a lot of people do when they're struggling with pain that they don't know how to handle, and I numbed it. 18 years of a recovering alcoholic, but in that time, I needed the alcohol to be my solution to a pain that I didn't know how to escape, so I numbed it. I continued going to therapy, but therapy didn't help me. Therapy actually made it worse in the regards that it just ripped open old wounds and left me raw and vulnerable to go home and figure out how to navigate through. I didn't have any solutions. I didn't have a way to stop the thinking, and now this pain, this physical pain. But one of my sessions with my therapist, she said something, and I wish to this day I could remember what exactly she said and her name, because I would hug her for being such an important part of my journey. But she made me realize in that moment, in that session, that I needed to stop drinking. I had to stop if I was going to figure out what was going on and wanted to do something with my life, because I felt like I had a purpose, but I couldn't find it. So now I had to go tell the man that I was dating, now I'm married to, today's our 16th anniversary, so pretty cool. I had to go tell him this awful news that his party, awesome, fun, let's go do all the crazy things girlfriend is going to stop drinking. He surprised me with telling me that, you know what, I feel like I have my own demons, my own darkness. I'll join you in that. So we decided to quit drinking for 1 year, just one, because forever felt impossible. 6 months in, we realized we could never drink again. We had things we wanted to do, and there was something that we were doing, numbing ourselves, that was going to keep us from that journey. So we did. We quit for a year, and then after that year, we decided that we were going to go do some things and changed up our whole life. We moved halfway across the country from Michigan to Texas. He joined chiropractic school. And while he was in chiropractic school, and I'm still trying to figure out these emotions, I'm still struggling with this pain and not understanding how to just make it stop. My life is great. What is wrong with me? Why am I feeling it? It's so heavy. And one of his classmates was doing this technique that she learned and was about to go take her testing for it and needed some test dummies. I thought, shoot, anything. I've tried everything. Let's just try this too. And something changed. In that one-hour session with her, something felt different. Enough so that it intrigued me to keep looking for more of this. Whereas therapy had been great at giving me the thoughts and bringing that awareness of what I needed to work on, this changed in my body. I felt something inside. It was different, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't know anatomy. I didn't know neurology. I didn't know any of the things other than something's different. Keep looking. So we ended up moving across the country again. And we landed in Georgia at a chiropractic school for my husband to be teaching. And I found out that they had this technique on campus. And I didn't realize it till later, but did we end up moving for his job? Or did we move because a bigger calling was trying to find me? That I needed to do things because I have a purpose here too. So I enrolled in chiropractic school and dove completely into everything emotions. If you've ever been to a chiropractor, you know we're usually like back pain, neck pain docs. Not when you come to my office. You're gonna be crying, you're gonna be feeling feels, but you're gonna be releasing things that have been tied up in your body that you don't even realize are there. Most people, like when he asked us who has limiting beliefs, every hand should be up. Everybody has limiting beliefs because we're all walking the face of the earth, feeling and dealing with things happening in our world. Our mind is seeing all the things that are happening through a lens based on things we've had happen in our past. But most of us don't realize that that's just the way I am. Well, my mom's like that, so I'm like that. We give excuses to these feelings and these memories. That mind and that body, they're one thing. And we don't harp on that enough in our world, that our mind and body are connected. You think a thought, and your body reacts. Do you know that we have 75,000 thoughts a day, and 90 to 95% of them are the same thoughts as yesterday? And most of them are unconscious. You don't even realize that you're having these thoughts. But where do you think those thoughts come from? They come from our past experiences. They come from things that we've gone through in our lives, which is great because that can push you to do great things and have passions for things, but it can also do the opposite, holding you back from things that you want to do. For me, I searched and searched for a purpose. I just wanted to do something, and I bounced from career to career. I thought I'd be a nurse, because my mom's a nurse, and I loved people. But I didn't like needles, and I got scared being in that environment, so I can't do that. Fear. Notice a theme here. Then I thought I'd be a psychologist, right? Because I felt like my mental health was broken, so that I should go and jump in and I can help. But then I realized, well, the broken one can't help the ones that are sitting on the table. So then I abandoned ship on that. Then I thought I'm going to be a police officer because I really want to help change the world. And thank goodness for the man that taught me that right before I was going to join the police academy and said, please don't, it will break you. I didn't realize all the bad in the world. I just wanted to do something to change so that people could feel better than I've been feeling my whole life without understanding why. The memories that we have that are from our childhood, the thoughts and the things that have happened, they're not all, when we say trauma, it's not always a bad thing. It could be something like someone bullied you on the playground and you got left out of a sleepover with all the girls in your 3rd grade class. We're all over it, right? But we're not. Because that little person in the background that was surviving in that moment is still surviving today. If you can think back to those memories and get a visceral feeling in your body, your heart starts to palpate, your breathing gets constricted, you feel your body go into more of a flexion. There's a reason. That's a trigger. Your body's reacting to something in your environment, and you probably don't even have a conscious memory of it. One of my favorite memories working with somebody, she had a teacher that wore a yellow shirt, made her stand up in front of the class and read. Like, how many of us had to do that back in the day, right? You had to stand up and you're counting to your line and you're so nervous and your hands are freezing cold. She stood up, she read her little part, she skipped on something, somebody giggled, and she paralyzed in fear. But now every time she saw someone wear a yellow shirt, she wasn't remembering that event, but her body was. And the heart starts racing, and I can't breathe, and oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And so now I'm thinking something in my environment that's doing this, when actually it was her having to stand up in front of an audience and say something, but we're over it. Those self-limiting beliefs keep us stuck. They keep us from stepping into some opportunities that could be the change in the life that you want to live. So I know my mission is big. I know I didn't die when I attempted suicide because I have to be here to push and talk to people and make them aware that you can heal, but you have to bring the mind and body together. You have to bring it together and get to the root, what you're holding on to, and the memories that you've long forgotten. But I'm here to tell you, you can. You're not broken, and there is always hope. Thank you.